They'll try to pick up this third down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. Williams turns it upfield. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on third down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
They punted away on fourth down. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They want to run it left here. Hammers his way across the 10, picks up 4 to the 11.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keep it on the ground. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12 wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Caught. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Reels it in. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They give it to the freshman, his first carry. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together, and you finally force the third down, and they get the first down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a third down stop.
He's going to run it. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Good timing on the quick out. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Hey, man, this is exactly what you want as a play caller. You want to get your quarterback settled, give him some bunnies early to make some plays so he's feeling bulletproof. 4 for 4 to start the game. Yes, please. Offensive coordinator Jesse, I'm giving him an A+ so far for checking those boxes.
Well, he's done a good job getting his quarterback prepped for this one, too, because watching this guy throw the ball, he's making quick decisions, and he's throwing the ball with a lot of conviction. You can tell this guy watched a lot of film. He has the answers to the test early in this game.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Extending the play. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. First down in the red zone, and this crowd imploring its defense to stand firm. Run in the red zone. It's Brady. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Utah!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, it's Carr. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Give to the running back. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period.
Here we go. Ready. 180. 180. Ready, go.
Williams. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
On the run, it's Brady. He's past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the 2nd drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game.
Just steamrolling the defense. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The handoff. Swapped immediately.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the second and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a third down.
Burrowing for yardage. Touchdown, Utes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And the extra point makes it 14-0.
Number 17, set to kick this one.
And he'll just take a knee in this drive. Start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback, Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number 1.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Williams. The quick game. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys.
Makes the grab in their space. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 for the first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Making the adjustment. Williams to the air again. He'll take a shot. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They were able to swat that one away.
2nd and long here. they'll run it out of the shotgun. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Huskies line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Here's Williams to throw. He's got the tight end. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Huskies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Williams looking for a man. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And I like the alertness by this defense. 1st and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the pass, broke on the football, and that could have been a huge play for this defense.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. They'll run it. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that.
Touchdown, Washington. Fired in from the red zone for the score. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Gonna run it. It's Briggs. He now has 56 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. Now on 2nd and short. The corners are walked up tight. Rides to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. The give. Sees a crease. Could be an alley. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. Running inside. It's Briggs. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. This time they'll throw it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Finds his target. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Back's got it on the screen. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Plows his way ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Williams escapes the pressure to his right. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Quarterback changing the play. Williams will pass. Shoots it to the left. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, that's unfortunate. This receiver's got real strong hands, and that's why they put this play in their playbook. They know if he goes down the field, jumps up, he's got the hands to bring it in on that play. He just couldn't get it done.
Williams. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just check.
Going for it all. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the #1 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Hurricanes. Not even blinking in this top 25 matchup. They took the lead on the opening drive of the game, and they've been adding to it ever since. Tough to imagine a halftime pep talk is going to change things.
Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started.
Let's now check in on some top 25 battles today, as the landscape in this sport is truly ever-changing.
Give him 105 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. They're going to ride this running back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense, and that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Left side, it's Andrews. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Long way to go on second down. They give it back to him. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be fourth down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up fourth and short. And you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
On four. All by himself down the middle. The 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Utah.
And I absolutely love this, man. I love offenses that stay aggressive. Like, yes, you could have kicked the field goal. Obviously, the longer the field goals get, man, the least amount of percentages you make. Stay aggressive. Keep it in your offensive hands. And I love the physicality up front on that fourth down.
But defense, we have got to find a way to get that guy on the ground. That is poor tackling. It's poor run defense. It's one thing in that situation to give up a first down, fine. You can't let him take it to the house. For an explosive run like that, that is a backbreaker if you're on defense.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now he'll take the deep shot. Brings it down on the right side.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? Defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is on.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Give to Washington again. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Husky.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man, it's Alexander. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's second and 5. Looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bray. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Drops back on first down. Fires to the middle. Out wide right, it's Bray. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Hits inside, it's Bray. Got the first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Utes! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
Washington, 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Washington. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Right side, it's Washington. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Hand it to the back. There he goes. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Throwing, Williams unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Washington! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Ready to try the point after.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the back. See some running. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Here's a give to Washington. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Williams to throw. A lot of defenders around on that screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Williams from the gun on third down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day.
They'll have a first down here, a week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. They'll move the tight end. Williams looking for a man. It's complete to the left. Turning it on. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. On first and goal, let's see what Washington does. Here's a give to Washington. He's going for the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Huskies. The extra point here would tie the game.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Works ahead for a couple, they'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He's stopped.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had time. Success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense has it. They're on the move.
You got to give the defense credit here, David. I mean, this has been a hard-fought game. A lot of these guys have played tons of snap. Yeah, they're all out there and they're exhausted and they're tired, but they are still fighting and they're able to come away with that takeaway.
Again, an unbelievable takeaway because of the time in the game. This is a tie game late in the ball game. My team needs a takeaway. We need to do something. Otherwise, they're going to milk this clock, go down the field, try to score. Now, we flip the script. Now we got the ball with a chance at a tie game to go win this thing.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Let's send the tight end in motion. Williams escapes the pressure going right. Trying to escape and get it himself. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
Well, just nowhere to go there. And it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
Hauls it in. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And that's an interesting choice for this offense, and specifically for the quarterback, man. 4th down, throwing the ball underneath the stick. When you're not getting a first down, you got to put that ball on the money, have your guy with some open space so he can run. Defense was all over that drag route. They broke on the football, no space, nowhere to go, forcing the 4th down.
Breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
How about that critical moment in the 4th quarter? He hasn't really had a lot of success on the ground, but you put the ball in his hands. It's a pass play. You want to throw it, but he makes a very good decision. He tucks it. He gets the first down. That's a big-time play in the 4th quarter by this quarterback.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And he got it! That puts them on top here in the 4th.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Run ends there. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to get the first through the air. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. They're in control of the clock as their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. The give. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Booster. Q.
Wide receiver going in motion. Third down from the gun, Williams. Caught, and he will score! Touchdown, Huskies!
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
The best offenses are the ones that can run the football in the red zone when the defense knows it's coming. It's hard to throw the ball down in this area of the field. They go with the toss play, and they pick up a big gain.
They give it to him again. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
If there's time to pad the stats. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement, the epilogue, the finishing touch. I'm sure they don't like the score, but they haven't done anything about it, so they're just going to have to eat it right now with the way they're getting smacked.
It's just take it, right?